Randall Robin finds his voice. Rusty and Piper, two American robins, were very worried. Their little chick Randall couldn't sing loud enough to be heard, and the annual concert to welcome spring was only a few months away. What were they to do? Desperate, they decided to visit Tamara, the wise old owl at the edge of the forest. They found the old owl high up in a tree, sleeping. "Ahem," Rusty said, to get the owl's attention. The great owl opened her eyes. Rusty called up to the owl. Excuse me, ma'am. We have a problem and we're wondering if you could help us." "Hoo-hoo," replied the owl. "Well then, come on up. No need to talk out here in the cold." Once they entered the owl's nest, Piper told the owl about their problem. "Our young Randall cannot sing very loud, and we are getting very close to the first concert of the year. All of Randall's friends are already practicing to announce the arrival of spring in song. Each one of them has a branch in the forest, except for him. We have one more chance. There is an audition at the end of the month." "Dear, dear, that is a problem. A robin song is one of the most beautiful things in the spring," said the owl. Turning to Randall, she asked, "Come, my little friend, sing something for me." Randall gave out a barely audible and breathy chirp. "Peep, tuck, tuck," said her worried parents, shaking their heads in dismay. Undaunted, Tamara softly put a wing around this little robin and gently coaxed him. "Try a little harder, my little one." "But I can't, I'm afraid," he said, staring into the worried eyes of his parents. With a great furrowed brow, the owl thought for a while. Suddenly her face lit up. She had an idea. She went to a very tall shelf and reached way up to pull out an old ornate box. Bringing down the box, she said, "This box belonged to the great Roscoe, perhaps the most famous singing robin of all. I helped him when he suffered from stage fright when he was young. I gave him a talisman, a good luck charm. Perhaps this will help you too." The owl opened the box and gave the young robin the talisman. It was a bright crystal star which sparkled and danced in the light. The owl placed the star on the window ledge. The light made it come alive. "Randall, stare at the crystal star. See how beautiful it is. And then I want you to take 2 slow, deep breaths." Randall did as the owl asked. The star was very beautiful. Sometimes he saw white sparkling snowflakes dancing inside it. Other times raindrop-shaped rainbows. He breathed in, slowly, deeply, then out. In and out. "Good, good," said Tamara. "Now keep looking at the star. This time breathe in and out 3 times, and on the 3rd time I want you to sigh." Randall did as the owl asked. The light of the crystal star seemed to be dancing inside him. "Ah," he sighed. "Now this is very important, Randall. I want you to take 4 slow, deep breaths, and on the 4th breath, just sing anything that comes to mind." Randall forgot himself. He was surrounded by snowflakes and raindrops. He breathed in, out, in, out, in, out, and on the 4th breath, "Cheerily," he sighed. His parents' faces filled with joy. It was the first note Randall ever sang. "Thank you so much, Tamara," they exclaimed. "Not so fast," Tamara warned. "Randall will need to practice every day if he wants to be in the concert. Randall, from now on, when you're practicing, you must first concentrate on the star. Look at it closely. After you see nothing but the star, take 4 slow, deep breaths and start singing on the 4th breath. On the day of your audition, I want you to imagine that the crystal star is in front of you. Remember how it dances in the light. And then, just like you practiced, Take 4 slow deep breaths and sing on the 4th breath. The month went by very quickly, and one day Tamara decided to pay a visit to the Robins. The parents were very happy. The audition for the forest concert went very well, and small Randall had a branch of his own from which to sing. "Well, well, that is wonderful! So let me hear my star pupil sing," she said with a wink and a smile. The young Robin stared into the crystal star. Then he took one breath, another, a third, and on the 4th breath he began to sing, "Cheer up, cheerily up, cheer up, cheerily." His notes rang bright and loud and clear. "Cheer up, cheerily, cheer up, cheerily." The beauty and brightness of the song made the owl feel as though spring was around the corner. "That was beautiful," she said with a warm, broad smile. "Once more. Let's hear that song once more." The young Robin drew his 3 deep breaths, and with the 4th breath began to sing with such confidence that it was more beautiful than just before. Just then, while he was singing, the owl took the star from its place in front of him and put it under her wing. The young Robin almost stopped singing, but the wise old owl motioned to him to continue, which he did. "Cheer up, cheerily, cheer up." When he finished singing, no one was more surprised than the little Robin. "But I don't understand. Why could I sing without the star in front of me?" he asked. "You never really needed the star to sing," replied the wise old owl. "All you needed was to stop believing in what you couldn't do, and to start believing in who and what you are, a robin with a beautiful voice."